Next, how to preserve digital memories.
Then, protecting and enjoying family keepsakes.
And later, do-it-yourself wedding dress preservation.
Support for Columbus Neighborhoods is provided by American Electric Power is proud to sponsor WOSU Public Media Columbus Neighborhoods. Working together with our communities, we're committed to powering a bright, boundless future for us all.
At Ohio Health, we believe it's important to have a healthy understanding of the world around you. That's why we're proud sponsors of WOSU Public Media and their work to educate, entertain, and inspire the people we serve.
Bailey Cavalieri, your relationship with your law firm doesn't need to be complicated, it just needs to be right. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
When visitors enter the Ohio History Connection, they are surrounded by objects of all sizes and shapes made by craftsmen throughout the years.
And my first thoughts, how did they make that? And how did these items stay in such great shape?
Well, I'd say the curators here have some tricks up their sleeves.
That's right. So today we're spending time with a few of their curators as they share their best do-it-yourself preservation tips, starting with how to preserve your digital photos.
Lisa Wood, you have got to help me. Please help me. I am a photographer that went from film, which I had many cameras for that. Then I went into this wonderful world of digital photography. I can't find my way through all this media, and I hear you are the expert. You're going to help us through this maze of digital photography and how we should archive. Please help. What do I need to do?
The number one thing is to try to get all the digital files in one place, which requires you to think about all the places that they could be. You definitely want to go back to all of your cameras and look at your cameras and figure out if there are any files on those memory sticks or memory cards. And you need to pick a place where you're going to save, like it's like the primary spot, the number one spot where you're going to save all the files together. Usually that's going to be like a laptop hard drive or a desktop hard drive. Usually a computer hard drive is where you have the space for that. And then when you're done with your cameras, there's also your phone. Don't forget all the photographs on your phone. If you have these are very portable, these are great, but these are the things you lose in your pockets, that you lose in the bottom of backpacks. You really, they're in the desk drawers. Look for all of these. And then not everybody has disc media, not everyone remembers CDRs and DVDRs that well, but a lot of us still have these around. So once you get all of these photos saved in one place, what I really encourage people to do is spend some time looking at them and deleting the photos that are blurry. It's not a bad idea to do some culling to decide. You've identified where your photos are, you've saved them in one place. Make some decisions about what's really, really important to keep long term, because the more photos that you have, the more work this is going to be.
Oh, those are big. Now, after 5 years, when you've got all of that done, right?
those can be a little daunting. And then you want to look at like an organizational structure. And this does not have to be complicated. There should be, one folder that's, on the hard drive that's like the photographs folder, pictures, however you want to identify it. And then within breaking down the photographs within the master file, year is very common.
So by date.
Yeah.
I find that a lot more helpful to me than by subject. And I will tell you, I did subject for a long time, and I realized that does not help me when you look at the totality of how many photographs. I like the date and the month and the year, and then I can kind of zoom through.
The idea is that this folder structure provides meaning. Just by opening up a folder, you know you're going to see these are the photographs from 2018, all here in this folder. This is also a good time to double check what file formats you're saving your photos in. When you're thinking of future readability, you really want a file format that's widely used and can be read by lots of different software programs. For long-term preservation, JPEGs are going to, they're for the foreseeable future, they're going to be readable by most of the picture viewing software that comes with computers and common cameras that we all use. The majority of non-professional purposes, JPEGs are going to be well suited for.
What is your opinion about posting your photographs to the cloud for long-term storage as opposed to your computer or maybe an outside drive?
The cloud is a great option, but it shouldn't be, I have them on this computer and I have them in the cloud. 2 would be the bare minimum number of places you wanted to have all your photos stored.
2, bare minimum.
That would be the bare minimum. Ideally, you would also want to have your photos probably on a drive. A drive with at least 1 or more terabytes of data is not particularly expensive. You will be able to back up years worth of family photos on here. But yeah, ideally you would have things on your computer, on a drive, and then the cloud is nice. The reason that the cloud is a nice kind of 3rd or 4th option for storing your photos is that it's not in your house. The cloud's a good 3rd, 4th piece in your storage.
And I think the lesson learned is to keep up with technology just a little bit. Don't walk away from it and then try to come back into it to understand it. Keep up with it so that when you have to migrate your CDs and your DVR media, you know what you're doing, right? You don't have to start from 0.
Yeah, there are recommendations for the time frame. You should probably look at your photos once a year. Look at the drive, look at your master files. You should be checking things at least annually. The point here is to reminisce and look at your pictures to some extent, but also to make sure that I can still open up these digital files. You really probably 5 to 10 years, depending on what's going on with the media, probably closer to 5 years, you will need to get another drive and copy these to another drive.
Lisa Wood, thank you for spending some time with us and inspiring us to get organized and spend some time with our own photographs.
You are very welcome. This is a lot of fun to talk about. Honestly, there's a selfish reason for archivists to talk about this. We are hoping that by trying to educate people about it, that in the future we will get digital images in the archives that we will be able to read and identify and back up in the archival system and use long term.
We are more than happy to get the word out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, tips and tricks to preserve your family's treasures.
And then saving that special dress for generations to come. We're here at the Ohio History Connection to talk about how to preserve personal items and family mementos, doing it yourself.
And when I look around at this room at all their beautiful displays, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. WOSU's own Adora Namigade spent some time with curator Jess Sells to get the ins and outs of preserving family heirlooms.
Jess, thanks for having me here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
So what exactly is a family heirloom?
So a family heirloom can be any object that's passed down through the generations. It can be any material as well. It's just anything that has a story to you and your family. Furniture is a popular one, glass and ceramics. Maybe you have some flatware or some silverware. I know that figurines are something that gets passed on as well, and textiles too, so quilts and different wedding pieces maybe, or something like that. So there are 3 basic ways that you can take care of your heirlooms. So it's environment, creating a really nice environment for it to live in, because just like us, they like to be comfortable. It's creating a good storage area. So having them on display all the time can be harmful. There's multiple factors that can degrade your objects down. So you want to make sure you have a good rotation schedule. And cleaning, just like your house. Cleaning is an important part because dust can actually break down certain materials as well.
Okay, let's start with environment. What's the best space to keep an heirloom in?
So environment can be kind of tricky because each different type of material has a different temperature and humidity level that it likes to live in. But generally for mixed collections, if it's anywhere between 52 degrees and 60 degrees, that's a good area, and between 42 and 60% relative humidity. And that could vary if you want to go and look at the different materials, but you should be good with those general rules. Mostly you want something away from the light because light can damage multiple objects, not just textiles. So if you have something that's hand painted or filigreed, that can also damage. And you want a cool, dry environment and one that's stable. So any kind of really radical flux in temperature or humidity can actually cause an expanding and contracting of materials, which some things are really sensitive to, like wood. And so that can cause cracking, it can cause flaking of paint or adhesives, and it's not good.
Okay, and what is everything on this table?
So everything on this table is different ways that you can help. So we have actually a couple different storage options here. So to keep things out of the light and dust, to prevent over cleaning, you can have a good rotation schedule. So for me, I have a couple of quilts that my grandmother made. And so I'll have one out on display, but every year or two, I'll actually switch it out with another one so that way it doesn't get too much light, it doesn't get dust, it doesn't get damaged. And it stays pristine for whenever I pass it on.
Okay, that's nice.
And so when you're looking to store an object, you want to look for acid-free containers. A lot of them will say archival, but archival doesn't necessarily mean acid-free or lignin-free. And those are 2 materials that you definitely want to stay away from. So it can come in the form of a tissue. There's foam, so like an ethafoam. I use that a lot for ceramics because it helps to buffer against vibrations too, which can cause cracks and damages. And they come in boxes of all shapes and sizes as well.
And then what about this chair? What would we do with this?
So for the chair, since it's made of wood and textile, there are a couple of different ways we can go about it. So wood, you really want to make sure whether or not it's finished or unfinished because there'll be different treatment methods. If it's unfinished, really the only thing you want to do is take a nice natural brush and dust it off really gently, because if you use a cloth or something like that, it could snag on pieces of wood that you don't even see and slowly break down the chair. For finished wood, however, a nice clean microfiber cloth or a dust bunny even would work really well. You can use a thing called Renaissance wax. A little bit goes a very long way, but I only suggest doing that only on finished woods and maybe every 2 to 4 years because you don't want to do it very often.
Okay.
And no harsh solvents and no commercial cleaners. So.
Okay. And then this is a vacuum cleaner?
Yes, so my Nilfisk, it's basically a variable vacuum cleaner, so I can control the suction on it. And that's very important because your normal household vacuum cleaner is going to be a little bit more powerful than you want. So you do want something that you can control the suction on it. And we have our little controller here that we use. And so an important thing too as well when you're vacuuming textiles or fabric pieces on furniture, maybe a quilt, you want to use a mesh or some kind of barrier between the hose and what you're vacuuming. Because even if you don't see it, there might be particles or pieces that are coming off. Even if you're super gentle, there might still be stuff that comes off and you want to save that just in case, like if you're missing a bead from a piece of clothing, you want to be able to put it back on. So I have a piece of mesh, that's what we use here. You also can use pantyhose if you have it around. I know we've done that before as a cheaper option. And so what I recommend is putting that on the nozzle of your hose and at the lowest possible setting, just kind of very gently placing and removing it. So not swiping it, but just putting it down and picking it back up again, because you don't want to cause any abrasions that might kick up more of those fibers. So That's how you would take care of that chair. So you would basically vacuum the textile part of it, and then I would just wipe down the rest of the finished wood with a microfiber cloth.
Okay. And I don't think we've addressed silver.
So metal can come in a variety of different forms. Silver is one of the most popular. I know there's tea services and flatware. And for metal, it doesn't always equal strong. I know we think of metal and we think it's a strong material, it can take anything. It's actually relatively weak and relatively fragile opposed to maybe something like ceramic or glass. Different metals tarnish and deteriorate at a different rate. And you don't want to polish it all the time, because if you polish metal, it actually takes off the top layer of the metal piece. So if you keep polishing it down, it's actually eventually going to cause damage to the piece itself because you're taking bits and pieces of it away each time you do. That tarnish that's on there acts as a barrier too from the elements. So it kind of creates its own little coating to sit in. So if you need to display it and you do want it highly polished, I mean, you can do a polish on it. What I suggest is a dilution of sodium calcinite, which is chalk, and distilled water, and polish it very gently. And then once it is nice and shining, again, you go back to your Renaissance wax and you just use a very little bit just to create that coating. If you're going to eat from it, I do not recommend the Renaissance wax just because it isn't food safe. So probably not a great idea. But it will keep your metal looking nice. But again, you want to make sure not to over clean. So minimal is better.
Okay. Is there anything else you think is important to know about heirlooms?
So there's one more type of material, and that would be ceramics and glass. They kind of go the same way. So I have a piece here. With ceramics, the big part you want to look at is whether or not it's glazed or unglazed. So unglazed will be kind of like a matte finish. It's like your terracotta sort of material. And a glaze will be nice and shiny and colorful. For unglazed, since it's so porous, you don't really want to do much with it. You don't even want to handle it all that much. You don't think about it very often, but we have oils in our hands. So every time you handle an object, it transfers a little bit of that to the object. And if it's something porous, like unfinished wood or unglazed ceramics, it could permanently damage it or stain it over time. So for unglazed, you basically just want to do a very nice light cleaning with a dry brush, preferably a natural hairbrush. And then for glazed, the glazed is a little bit less non-porous. It has kind of the same properties as glass. So you can do a dry cleaning with a microfiber cloth, or if you want to do a wet cleaning, say it has a little stain or something left over, then what I would suggest is there's a nice product called Orvis paste. And we use this a lot. Basically, we take a little bit of the paste and we distill it down with distilled water. And then like any other cleaning, you clean it down, rinse it a little bit with distilled water, but just on a cloth itself, and let it air dry.
Well, thanks a lot for having me today. It's been good to learn about how to preserve heirlooms, and now I'm really thinking about what I can pass down to my own children. I love clothes, so that's definitely on the list. I also have a teapot, which relates to the ceramics bit, so thanks a lot.
So, well, thank you for having me.
Charlene, I've learned so much about DIY preservation from the experts here at the Ohio History Connection. I mean, what's left?
Well, as it happens, with wedding season upon us, I'm sure there are ways people can preserve their own wedding dresses.
There are. Let's check in with curator Becky Odom to find out how.
So Becky, today we wanted to talk about how to preserve your wedding dress on your own. A wedding dress is such an iconic piece for a bride. It's like they put all their energy and time and focus in it for the wedding, but then the next day it ends up in a box or in the closet. So I just wanted to pick your brain on some best practices of preserving your own wedding dress.
Sure. So first thing with your wedding dress is to get it cleaned as soon as you can after the wedding. If you're heading out of town, maybe see if someone else can drop it off at a trusted dry cleaners. It's really not recommended that you try and wash it yourself. Most people's wedding dresses are not made of your typical cotton or synthetic fabrics. They sometimes have embellishments, like this one has all these little pearls stitched on and lace. And if you tried to wash this in your washing machine, you would destroy it. So you really want to make sure you get it into the hands of a professional dry cleaner. And the sooner the better, because as we know, when you're at your wedding, all sorts of things end up on your dress.
Oh, yes.
Dirt on the bottom hem, some small child has probably stepped on it, maybe even some ketchup-soaked hands, who knows?
Yes.
So the sooner you get it to the dry cleaners, then they can treat those stains and hopefully they won't set in on the dress as they have on this one.
Okay, yeah, and we actually borrowed this from Ohio Thrift. So I don't have any idea of the background of this dress, but just kind of looking at it, what types of initial things besides the cleaning would you think would need to be done for this dress to get it preserved as soon as possible?
Clearly this has just been hung on a hanger and probably tucked in a closet somewhere, so the top part is in fairly good condition, but you can see all of the wrinkles that are in the skirt and in the train. So getting your dress into a great storage situation will help prevent those wrinkles from forming, especially if you've just paid to have it cleaned at the dry cleaners. You don't want to then put it somewhere where it's just going to get wrinkled again, because typically the dry cleaners will also press it for you.
Perfect. Now you have some things over here, I think, that are ways that you could preserve it. So why don't you walk us through some of these things that you use to preserve the wedding dress?
Sure. Well, depending on the type of space you have, there's two different ways to store a wedding dress. One is on a hanger, and if you do want to hang it, we recommend that you use padded hangers like you see up front there.
Right.
It's just a regular hanger, and then we've wrapped it in foam and then created this nice cotton muslin casing for it. And so this will just keep the wedding dress from getting any of those nasty little hanger marks in the shoulders.
Right, that makes sense.
Now, if your dress if it's longer, if it has a lot of weight to the skirt, if it has a long train, when you wear the dress, your hips and waist support that weight. But when you put it on a hanger, all of that weight is going to be in the shoulders, which is going to cause it to stretch. It can cause damage, it can cause it to become misshapen. So if you do want to hang it, you want to provide extra support for the skirt and the train. The best thing to use, this is called fabric tape. You can buy it at most stores. It's just a cotton tape, almost like a twill tape. And essentially what you want to do is create suspenders for your skirt. You double over the tape, figure out how long it needs to be so that you can stitch it right into the hemline, and it'll go up over the hanger and it'll support the weight of that skirt. You want to put two in there, one on each side seam.
Perfect. And now over here, I actually have my wedding dress that I got preserved years ago, and so I sent it in. They professionally did it. They locked it up in this box. But when you do it on your own, how do you do that? Because I don't have that technology at home.
Right. So the best thing to do is to get an acid-free box for it. These are textile boxes. You can get them from a number of different places. When you go to put the dress, especially a dress like this one, into a textile box, what you really want to make sure you do is fold it very carefully and then try and prevent those folds from becoming permanent creases like we have here. You can see a big permanent crease here. So the key is to lay the dress out flat, and then as you fold, use acid-free tissue paper, which usually comes with these boxes. So you just take the tissue paper and just crumple it.
I can do that.
Lay it right down where you're going to fold the dress, and simply fold the dress over top of the tissue paper. And what it does is it keeps that from creating a permanent crease.
Now, where do you store the box?
You want to keep it away from moisture. These are not waterproof, and they do allow air in, so they're breathable. It allows the fabric to breathe, which helps to preserve it, but it does mean it's susceptible to water, to pests. So really under your bed, up tall in a closet, just really not in a basement, not in an attic, not in a garage, not anywhere you might get pests or water leaks and things like that.
So not in a plastic bin though, right?
Not in a plastic bin. So those plastic bins where you seal the top on, they do tend to keep the pests out, but plastic is a synthetic material and it off-gasses. I don't know if you've ever opened a plastic bin and noticed that smell. That's the off-gassing. It will actually interact with the fibers of the fabric and it can cause damage. It can cause them to become weak. It can cause them to become discolored. A good alternative to an acid-free box is a cedar chest or a hope chest. Just again, line it with acid-free tissue so that it's not right up against the wood, but just even something like that to help protect it, and something that's breathable is a great way to store it.
And even the preserving the dress goes beyond the physicality of preserving it. It's also preserving the legacy of the story of the dress. So talk a little bit about that.
It's really helpful if you can preserve the story that goes along with your wedding dress. Think back about, is there a story about when you bought it or the day that you wore it? Write all of that down. Write down who wore it, where you bought it, when you bought it, where you got married. Have some pictures printed out with it and just keep it in an envelope in the box with the dress. So that way it never gets separated from it, and down the road you have that actual story, and you have the story from the person who wore it, which is even better.
That's such a lovely idea. It makes me want to go home right now and write all that information down. Becky, this has been very helpful. I'm sure you get a lot of questions about preserving a wedding dress. So I hope that people take this task on for themselves. So thanks again.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Thanks for being with us, and remember, you can catch all of our episodes on columbusneighborhoods.org.
Plus, see our stories on the WOSU mobile app. And you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We'll see you back here next week on Columbus Neighborhoods.
Support for Columbus Neighborhoods is provided by American Electric Power is proud to sponsor WOSU Public Media Columbus Neighborhoods. Working together with our communities, we're committed to powering a bright, boundless future for us all.
At Ohio Health, we believe it's important to have a healthy understanding of the world around you. That's why we're proud sponsors of WOSU Public Media and their work to educate, entertain, and inspire the people we serve.
Bailey Cavalieri, your relationship with your law firm doesn't need to be complicated, it just needs to be right. And by viewers like you. Thank you.